Hi everyone, and welcome to Noona's Noonchi, where I do a deep dive into some of your favorite K-dramas from a mental health perspective. True Beauty was truly beautiful. So I've resisted watching True Beauty. I don't know why, maybe the title of the K-drama or I don't know, the tone that it gave off, but y'all wanted me to see it and everyone talked about True Beauty and I was like, really? Well, let me take a look. True Beauty really was a true beauty. There were so many nuggets in that. Specifically, an example of filial piety, which I'm going to break down in episode 7. Filial piety, you know, that stressor also involves grades, academic success, class rank, what college you're gonna go to. In Korea, it's all about class rank in college. Here too. But there's a lot of stress, and that duty to please your parents when it comes to your academics is huge. And a lot of what I see and how that can take a toll on your well-being. In episode 7, Im Joo-young breaks down in front of her mom. Her mom throws out her cosmetics because she got mad when she found out from the school that her daughter didn't raise her class rank the way that she wanted. Again, the way that she wanted. But let's be clear, Im Joo-young did raise her class rank. She says, I worked really hard. Why don't you trust me? Then she says something very important. This is Moon Gang-young's character. She says, this is why I don't tell you anything. Parents, have you heard that from your kids? I need you to listen to that. They're telling you something when they're saying, this is why I don't tell you anything. I've heard it before. When a kid tells you, this is why I don't tell you anything, you're not giving them a chance to tell you things. Filial piety, that's where the stressor comes in when it comes to grades. Why is it so important to the parents? Why is it so important that your kid does well? Can you express that? Instead of saying, I need you to raise your class rank, I need you to go to Harvard, I need you to go to Seoul National University, I need this to happen, I need you to beat this person. Why? Are you giving reasons? Are you saying, for this reason, for you to do this, for you to succeed? That's what you need to explain. Let me break it down for you. Using episode 7 as example in True Beauty, where Im Joo-young says, there's a reason why these cosmetics are so important. Like my life depended on it. And mom, I did work hard. Now the dad is listening and saying, well, she did, right? I like his character. He's reflectively listening. There is a moment in that conversation, even though it's heated, when Im Joo-young says, this is why I don't tell you anything. And the mom goes, what? What don't you tell me? Go ahead and tell me, right? That did catch the mom's eye. Let's talk about how to have prideful conversations. Prideful. I do want to use that word. We're not prideful enough in our communication, especially in an Asian family where some people don't talk. It's about yelling and talking over. I need you to hold prideful conversations. Let's break down pride. P-R-I-D-E. P, praise. Parents, you need to praise your kids. Yes, you do. Now, Im Joo-young says in that conversation, I did raise my rank, just not what the mom wanted. And then the dad goes, yep, she did. Praise. Acknowledge that. Validate to have prideful conversations. R, reflectively listen. Are you? R, reflectively listen. Meaning look at your child, look at your mom, parent, dad. Sorry, I'm using mom because of this example. To make your case, to get your point across, right? And she does. Actually, she does a good job of it. She says things, but she could have at that moment when the mom said, just so you know, what aren't you telling me? Now, she says it in a harsh tone, so of course Im Joo-young's like, I'm not gonna tell you now. But she could have said, well, the mom's asking me, so I'm gonna tell her. Mom, I was bullied for my looks, so that's why this makeup's really important. That's why I wanted to leave the school. They don't know anything about that. Sorry if that's a spoiler alert. But when you don't feel heard in your own home, that's very, very difficult on the child. That takes a toll on your mental health. It's distressful. Don't invalidate. So reflectively listen means look at your child, look at your parent, talk about, discuss things, hear what they're saying to you, even repeat back. You know, look at the fact that she's upset. Now the mom looked at her and did see that she was upset. So that is an example of effectively listening. I'm just going to give that credit to the mom in that situation. She goes, what aren't you telling me? So she did hear that. What she didn't do was initiate the conversation. She's like, what aren't you telling me, in a very angry way? But she could have said, what aren't you telling me? Hold up, I'm a little bit mad, but I want to hear what you meant by that. What didn't you tell me? What do you mean the cosmetics are that important to you? What do you mean by what you just said? Initiate conversations if you want to have these communication patterns that we want to uphold that are good. By breaking those unhealthy patterns by not talking, that's what I'm saying to you. Initiate conversations. Not as easy in an Asian household, but I'm asking you to do it. I love how people come to me and they're like, Jeannie, I did try to initiate conversation, not working. I'm like, you did? Like once? You got to keep initiating, folks. Got to be like, okay, I got to let my parents know that this is how I feel, or this is what I'm doing. I am working hard. This is what I'm doing each day to do that. And parents, same thing. If you want to know what's going on, especially because you keep butting heads, got to initiate the conversation. What's going on? So what are you doing? Tell me. And maybe it sounds demanding, but you got to initiate. You can't just expect they're going to raise their class rank from, I don't know, bottom of the list to number 1. Just like that. That's not easy. First of all, be realistic. Let's have some realistic goals. And the fact that the dad pointed out she did raise it, that's good. Folks, look at that, right? D, describe instead of judge. There's a great quote out there. Before you judge a man, walk a mile in his shoes. I need you to do that, parents and kids. Think about what your kid's telling you. She said that she worked hard raising them to the point that she almost died. And then she even said, my brain isn't as smart, maybe, right? Describe what's going on, parents, instead of just judging, saying, yeah, you didn't do this. Yeah, so there. That's what the mom did, and that was not good. She didn't listen. She chose to put a value on her child or her child's grades. You never want to put a value on your child or what they're not doing. Does that make sense? That's not good for mental health. So describe, well, I really wanted you to raise your class rank this way because I want you to be successful. I want you to go to a great school in college. Now she says, yeah, at this rate, you're not going to go to a great school in college. I didn't like that either, but I know that happens. We're also human. You're going to say things you don't mean, or you're going to say things out of a heated moment. That's understandable. But again, describe instead of judge. Kids do that too. I need you to do that too, kids. I need you to go, I have been trying. I'm really stressed out. Not you stressed me out. I'm really stressed out. Always use I. It's very difficult, Mom, when I feel the pressure, but I am trying. I just don't think my brain, it's as easy for me to do this. This is a good way of describing instead of judging. E, last but certainly not least, encourage and engage. Yeah, encourage again. Praise, encourage. There's a reason why I'm saying this, because why? It's not easy to do in our culture. We don't praise. You don't sit there going, yeah, you raise your class rank by 3. That's it. But you got to do that to encourage the kids to do more, to work harder, and engage them, to have these conversations where you can sit down and go, oh, I see. So you did do that. Sometimes it's just an understanding that the kid worked hard enough. The mom actually assumed flat out that the daughter wasn't trying. There was no encouragement or engagement there. P-R-I-D-E. How can you hold prideful conversations? Very important to understand filial piety, to enhance peace and harmony, to unlearn those family patterns. You can break patterns, but somebody has to get off the hamster wheel. Who's it going to be? You, parents? You, kids, teens, adult kids? Look at episode 7 to understand how better to have prideful conversations so that your kid will tell you things and you'll better understand and not be as angry, parents. That's super important. And also the science behind prideful conversations is connection. What happens when you're holding those prideful conversations is you are releasing oxytocin, which is the love hormone, the connecting hormone for peace and harmony in a family. So again, filial piety, especially when it comes to grades, hold those prideful conversations to understand better both sides. Don't judge a man before walking a mile in his shoes. Thanks for watching Noona's Noonchi Deep Dive. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell button so you can get notified of new videos to come.